Hello everyone. My name is Alida van Zyl. I work for DHL Express. The reason why I'm here today is to tell you about multi-site certification. So first, before I'm going to do that, I'm first going to introduce you to DHL. DPDHL consists of 5 divisions, of which Express is one. The others is the freight industry, freight transportation, supply chain management, as well as e-commerce, and we also have a postal and parcel services. Oops. There we go. Sorry, I can't see if it changed. Yeah? We are an integrator, which in a nutshell means that your parcel is in our hands from start to finish. We take care, we provide security, and we provide the control of your parcel. An interesting fact is that we are everywhere. We are in even more countries than the UN, Coca-Cola, and McDonald's for that matter. If you look at the slide, you'll see a lot of very interesting statistics. We employ 120,000 employees, and we have 405, sorry, yeah, it didn't change, sorry.
Here we go.
Okay. We have 405 TAPA A facilities worldwide. Our global dedicated network is complemented by all commercial airline networks across the globe. We believe to form strategic partnerships with authorities to ensure that we comply with regulations throughout the entire world. The next slide I also have to see. Yes, we are in Sub-Saharan Africa. Oops. Yeah.
You can take that as well.
Okay. Thank you. We are in Sub-Saharan Africa. And we serve 50 plus countries in Sub-Saharan Africa, and we have 17 facilities certified on TAPA. That stretch over 8 countries. Thank you. Perfect. As the global leader in terms of number of facilities that we have certified on TAPA, DHL constantly evaluates the most effective and efficient manner in how we standardize security. We know this is a benefit to our customers. TAPA Multisite certification was found to be fit for purpose. Now, why is that? It was found to be cost efficient. We have increased compliance through quality assurance checks. Evidence presentation became standardized through a Teams platform where we put all the evidence on. And we had continuous improvement still on security and equipment. One of the best advantages that we did see is the involvement of the local security representatives in the daily inspections. We are now living our slogan, security is everyone's responsibility. How did we achieve multi-site certification? So just to go back one step, what is multi-site certification? Do you guys know what it is? It's the same as your ISO certification. You basically have a scope of facilities you want to include, and that scope is then audited on the same principle as an ISO certification. So you have a central function which oversees all the working of your facilities. That is the basics of a multi-site certification. It runs on the FSR A standard, and you are familiar with the standards, right? Yes? Okay. So how did we achieve this? Security, as you know, is a mindset. And we had to change that mindset. From a single site certification, we had to ensure everyone understand if one site fails in Kenya, another site will fail in Tanzania. Everyone had to be on the same level. We had endless Teams meetings where we had to create the buy-in from all the stakeholders. Once that is achieved, when we achieved that, we did a small-scale test phase. The test phase was all done on Teams. So every LSR had to conduct their daily inspections on Teams, and from there we had evidence folders where if the standard says you have to have a key register, I want evidence in the folder. And that's how we verified that everyone is on the same page. Self-assessment audits were conducted, and we basically did a gap analysis. So there wasn't any major gaps because all the facilities we certified was already certified as TAPA facilities before. The next step was online self-assessments. Now, the online self-assessments was verified through the independent audit body. Only when we achieved 100% pass rate could we engage the independent audit body to do the actual inspections. So this inspections is 10% physical inspections on the sites. Just a little bit on the central function and the oversight responsibility. So as you can see, the central function overlooks everything that's happening. So daily inspections that needs to be conducted, that is every daily, weekly, monthly inspection that you get on the standard. It is developed in this daily inspection. Is your cameras working? Is it recording? Is your fence intact? Is your high-value fence intact? Everything is in the daily inspection. Then the oversight function have to confirm that these inspections are done, and they don't only oversee the daily inspections, but also, is the access control actually working? And it's everything we needed to centralize. CCTV, is it working? And are you doing your panic test on a weekly basis? As you can hear and see, you know the TAPA standard is a layered approach. And this layered approach ensures that you are doing target hardening. DHL believe in all the measures we put in place has to have the deter, detect, delay, and deny functions, the 4 Ds. With that, we ensure that our global security manual is communicated to all our members, so we standardize security. Ladies and gentlemen, my aim here is not to tell you how great DHL is. My aim here is to tell you how focused we are on security, how driven we are. And yes, it's a costly exercise. It really is. But the security measures you put in place will pay off fruits. That is a given. It's a security culture. You have to ensure when you have procedures, it is documented. If you say you do it, do it. Don't put it in a procedure and you don't work in accordance with that. It doesn't only work like that in TAPA audits, but also in civil aviation audits. Teamwork is the key. How do we build a security culture? Consistent repetition of security standards. very important. Continuous enforcement of security standards create a security mindset. And in turn, a security mindset results in a heightened security awareness, compliance, and owing security. Encourage good behavior from all your people. We are very quick to say bad things and to reprimand people, but when there's good behavior, we never encourage it. And it's important through programs of recognition of people that is doing good work, security work. And then I cannot promise you putting security measures on is going to stop hijackings or attacks against your facilities. That no one can promise you. But it can delay or deter, or someone can go to the next company because your security measures are better. Use it as an advantage for yourself and your company. Thank you very much.
Alida, what impact did the multi-site certification do for you guys? So what was the benefits, or were there no benefits? Was there financial impact? Did it, just take us through it, because from what we see, it made a massive difference to companies, and it was you're now able to bring costs down and certify facilities a lot easier.
So the best benefit, like I said, is cost efficient. It's cost effective for us. So what it basically is, when you have single site certification, you do all your sites, well, we go in Africa, like I said, across 8 countries. So what we did is, initially with single sites, the auditor has to go every 3 years to those single sites. So with multi-site, there is a difference where you don't get the auditor out to every single site every 3 years. So every year, there is a 10% that is audited. So that 10% for, say, 17 sites, well, we took 2 sites instead of one, just one. Well, we took 2, and we made sure that the countries that the auditor will go to, there's at least 2 sites. Then it's not flying around to different countries.
Okay, Massimo is now sleeping, I don't know. So, but thank you. Any other questions? Any other questions, comments, topics? Massimo, now you need to run. I need to wake him up a little bit. I need to shake him. So. Can we have the next question in this corner of the room, please, for Massimo? Okay, so prepare a question already,
okay.
And then he needs to run to this
Alida,
area.
I assume you've got third-party service providers. Have you been able to force the standards on them to comply with the standards, or is that not a route that you've gone down?
Third-party service providers in terms of what?
Transporters, or bring stuff to you, or not?
So everyone that has got yellow on is DHL employees. Okay. Well, there is third-party service providers in terms of our security, and the security personnel knows exactly what our standards are, and they have to work in accordance. And if we do have contractors that is on site, they also know how they need to work.
Perfect. Are you ready for a question? Come on, I gave you a pre-warning. Man. Okay, any other question from this side of the room? Let's first, Massimo, you should go to this side of the room. Any question from this side of the room? Okay, thanks Alida, thanks for your time, and thanks for the presentation. Before I will hand over to the next speaker, let me jump in onto multi-site certification and other stuff. Even if you do not register for tomorrow, but are interested in to join, you already have a badge. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow you will hear a lot of details about the standards, what is FSR, what it really means, what is an independent audit body, what is the process, and so on and so on and so on and so on. So that's tomorrow, okay? One of the biggest reasons and one of the main reasons why we implemented the multi-site certification is exactly what Alida said. It's giving you a competitive advantage. Because let's be very open and honest, 90% of your companies already fulfill at least TAPA FSRC. So if you fulfill FSRC, you only need to add your B and your A sites, and you can really certify your operation. And it's the same with TSR, for example. The only thing is, it must be one entity. That's always very important. If it's not one entity, a multi-site certification is always only for one entity, okay? Okay.